Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.
Hello, ma'ams and sirs. I'm Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome to this week's edition of WWE Raw Recap Show. I appreciate you folks for clicking on and checking it out. The fans at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, got to see some of the storylines involving the Judgement Day, the Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey storyline, amongst other storylines, start to evolve a little bit, and some more build up to SummerSlam. Speaking of summer and summer being hot, it would be so hot if you take that mouse of yours or use it. Just scroll that little arrow over there and click that subscribe button right there. Also, the notification button, like button, or dislike. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Other than that, let's let her rip. Alright, speaking of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor makes his way to the ring. Still in his feels about Damian Priest. Don't appreciate him. He didn't appreciate him. Almost acting like he was going to cash in his Money in the Bank. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio, they come in, try to play peacemaker. Finn Balor was having none of that. Rhea told the crowd, hey, the only thing the crowd needs to be concerned with is that Judgment Day still runs Monday Night Raw. She said Dominic will beat Seth Rollins later on in the show. And of course, cue the music. Out comes Seth Rollins, eating, dancing and eating buffalo wings. And of course, at the end of it, sorry, had a little pause there. At the end of it, he said he'll be the only one beating Dum Dum's ass tonight. So that was pretty funny. But later on, there was a little backstage segment, and it looked like they, at least for now, as Damian Priest and Finn Balor has somewhat squashed their little beef for now. Anyway, next. Alright, and now it's time for our first match of the night. It's tag team action. Drew McIntyre, Matt Riddle versus Imperium members Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. I always get names confused. Anyway, a little filling out process. Started this thing. Overall, it was a pretty good tag team match. You got 4 guys who definitely can go. But like I said, a little filling out process. Really kind of got the advantage. Some tag team moves from Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle. Gave them an advantage for a little bit until some double team from the Imperium. A drop kick on the apron and a baseball slide drop or jumping baseball slide drop kick. Put Riddle to the floor. They got the heat on Riddle. Hot tag to McIntyre. He throws everybody around. Gunther tried to get involved, but he wound up eating the knees of Matt Riddle. Drew wound up nailing Vinci with the Claymore kick, and they gave him the win. Of course, Matt Riddle, as Drew McIntyre was covering him, put Kaiser in the ankle lock, and Gunther, sorry, however they want to say it, was not too pleased about this loss. They're not doing too well on the Raw brand so far. I think maybe one victory so far, on TV at least. I thought they would at least be major players in the, tag team championships. I was kind of hoping they'd done one of them by now, but other than that, looks like Gunther kind of walked off not happy, and Kaiser kind of looked at Vinci, making him. He was the one that got pinned, so they placing the blame on him. Be interesting to see where this goes. Next. There was a couple of segments during the night where Rhea Ripley put not only the tag team champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, But the women's tag team champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, on notice saying, hey, you're in the crosshairs also of the Judgment Day because they want to get all the gold. Um, so this match here is Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. Dominic attacked Rollins as he was doing his dancing thing. He wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that dirty Dominic you gotta pay attention to. But Rollins rebounded, chased down Dum Dum until Balor and Priest came in out of nowhere, attacked Rollins, but he wound up getting a save by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which will set up your main event for the night. It will be Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, basically three champions, world champion, world tag team unified, whatever tag team champions, going against the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio. So, should be a good main event there. Next up is the little segment between Ricochet and Logan Paul. Ricochet basically challenging Logan Paul for a match at SummerSlam. Paul, being cocky as he was, saying, hey, I'm a WWE superstar, international, YouTube star, blah, blah, blah. And I said, this won't work out for me. I know you want to go viral, blah, blah, blah. But it's not going to work out, bro. And of course, Ricochet's like, look, homeboy, don't be going your, social media and saying some stuff about me. And Paul said, well, what are you going to do about it? Ricochet came out, flipped over the ropes, which looks cool, by the way. I know he did it in NXT. He's probably done it hundreds of times in Independence. But anyway, Paul was trying to sucker punch Ricochet after saying no again, because what he just did was more of a TikTok moment, not, a long form moment. But Paul did try to sucker punch him. Ricochet ducked it, hit the sliced bread on the floor. A little more of a face off than pretty much was in a segment. So it's a good mid lower card type match. Ricochet's probably gonna make him look great, and unfortunately they might give Logan Paul that win if it goes to SummerSlam. Anyway, next. Alright, next up is ladies action with the man Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark. Decent little match here, some good back and forth in the beginning. Becky got the advantage, Trish trips her up. Zoe got full advantage after a beautiful looking springboard drop kick, and it looked like a great drop kick, not, just a, I guess it was the missile drop kick, not the, front drop kick that everybody likes to throw. Anyway, looked great. Big time Bex got the advantage some more. A little exchange of near falls. They both try to get their finisher in. Start got the O'Connor roll on Trish, but ref knows that she had a handful of rope. Becky came in, sunset flip, but Trish rats her out for doing the same thing. Becky, did jumping baseball slide drop kick to poor Trish's face. Of course, this distracted Becky long enough for Zoe Stark to roll her up in the schoolgirl package and got the win. Like I said, decent little match here. A couple little missteps from Zoe Stark, but can't argue with that potential there. Just need to get that mic work. Need to what's the word I'm looking for? Get the It looks like she's trying to. It looks too much like she's acting at times when she's doing some talking or trying to do some. She needs to be more loose. She looks a little tight, when she's trying to talk, but or she's trying to, play heel or try and draw some heat or trash talk Becky. She needs to loosen up a little bit. Once she puts that together with her already pretty good in-ring talents, sky's the limit for her. Next. Oh, by the way, this is just my opinion. You can take it with take some of it with a grain of salt. The other one with 2 cc's of penicillin. All right, next is the Maxine Dupree. Her little graduation ceremony for graduate from Alpha Academy. The first female to graduate from the Alpha Academy. So, congratulations to her. She came out, gave an acceptance speech, and then when she was getting her jacket, the Viking Raiders came in, spoiled everything, got the attention of Otis and Chad Gable. Valhalla came in, cheap shot at Maxine, and stole her jacket. Those rotten people. Anyway, next. Alright, next we have Emma versus Shayna Baszler. Emma got a little brief moment of shine, but it was all Shayna Baszler. She gave her a clothesline, couple of punches, stomped on a poor girl's arm, gave her a rear naked choke. Emma taps out. Baszler wins. Then, cue the music. Ronda Rousey comes out. They stopped a brawl, but this time, Ronda Rousey got the best end of this deal. Like I said, I think this is going to be a very surprising match to some people. I think. Or I'm at least hoping to. But, anyway. Next. Alright, now Cody comes out. He wants to fight Brock Lesnar one more time at SummerSlam. Says that this will be the last time. Win or lose. It's going to be the last time. He'll be done with Brock. He hosts that next week. Since Brock wasn't there this week, he, guess Brock didn't care much to visit Buffalo. Cody's words, not mine. But he hosts our Brock next week. Brock comes out, shakes his hand next week, and accepts the challenge. But if things go the other way, he will kick, punch, bite, slap, use chairs, whatever on him. I guess it changes his mind. Next. Alright, next match is The Miz versus Tommaso Ciampa. No DQ match. You know how it goes. They start brawling from the get-go. Ciampa with an early advantage to The Miz, of course. Don't forget, this is no DQ. Therefore, we got a lot of furniture moving. Ciampa drives Miz head through a table. Looks like Miz is going to lose another one. But out of nowhere comes Bronson Reed. He shows up, puts a whooping up on Tommaso Ciampa, hits to the Tsunami Splash. Miz makes his way for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Miz wins one. So, good for him. Not sure, I guess, is Bronson Reed going to be The Miz's new enforcer, or Bronson Reed just fell out beating up Tommaso Ciampa now, and that's where that's going to float off to. We shall see. Next. Okay, my gosh, folks, this really upsets me. I feel they are burying my favorite tag team, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. I'm on. Let's see here. I'm on Facebook right now. Get into Facebook because this has to stop. I think I can stop this by get on Facebook. See there. Here, Facebook. There I am. Follow me if you want to. But I'm on there right now because I feel they're burying them. This is 2 weeks in a row. They lost to Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. I think they've only had one victory. And I think they've wrestled 4 times. Come on. Nobody should be beating them. They should be beating everybody. They are the future of the business. So I'm on Facebook right now. Let's see here. Future of the business. Shouldn't be burying them. They're the best in the world. This is wrong. Wrong. They should be champions now. Like 15, flash forward a year and they should be still champions. All weight champions. Now, I'm going on Twitter. Here we go. See, Twitter right there. You can follow me on Twitter if you can't really see my name. But you can follow me on there. You see me complaining about them burying Katana Chance and Caden Carter. I'm just kidding, folks. I'm not doing that stuff. It is what it is. Uh, I don't think I fooled anybody on that one. Anyway, the women tag champs come out to and check things out, and they seem to be impressed with Chance and Carter, and I think they're calling themselves the life of the party. Sounds like a good little name for them. Again, they showed off their tag team specialist type moves. Kudos to the announce team to put over their tag team chemistry and to reinforce that they are a tag team. Unfortunately, they can't get past the Chelsea Green cheating when she rolled Caden Carter up. She held the ropes, got the victory. Seriously, I was just kidding about that. I'm not one of those toxic people. I hate the word toxic. But yeah, I'm not going to go about, I do love this tag team. I think they're great. Should be. I call them like the next rock and roll express. They have that kind of energy about them, and their moves look pretty freaking cool. I was always a sucker, even when I was a kid. You put a tag team in there, got a couple cool tag team moves. You're my favorite tag team. Midnight Rockers, Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express, New Breed. I don't know if anybody remembers them. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, yes, but they're, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green is the next challenger, so yeah, they should have picked the event win. Totally kidding. So nobody, of course, I'm not big enough yet for anybody to clip stuff and really go to town with it. So I'll just leave it at that, though. But yes, Sonya Deville, Chelsea Green picked the wins and kind of mocked the tag champ for Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan for them being upset too that the life of the party lost the match because of cheating. Cheating never gets you anywhere. Anyway, next. Okay, now it's time for your main event. Seth Rollins, your World Heavyweight Champion, teaming up with the World Unified, Undisputed, United States, Canadian, Israeli, whatever, World Tag Team Champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They went up against the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. You know what? That might be starting to grow on me a little bit. Maybe Dum Dum's starting to grow on me a little bit. Nah, I still think he's just a little. I just think he needs to learn a little bit more. That's all. But he's good. He's good at pissing people off. Anyway, speaking of Dirty Dum Dum, Dirty Dom doing his impression of Jesse Owens, doing what he can to stay away from Seth Rollins. He does eventually get his, hands on him a little bit. And, the Judgment Day would get heat. So that was always convenient for Dominique to come in and put the boots to somebody or hit a frog splash for two. Towards the end, they get the heat on Kevin Owens. Then he get the hot tag to Seth Rollins. Again, finally gets his hands on Dominique. Priest hits him, takes it back to the advantage for the Judgment Day. Sammy gets in. Looks like he is about to finish off Finn Balor. But Rhea Ripley, Mommy herself, grabs Sami Zayn's leg. This distracts Sammy long enough for Damian Priest to hit the South of Heaven, which sets up the coup de grace from Finn Balor. 1, 2, 3. Judgment Day wins, and looks like everybody's happy there at Judgment Day land. Hugging, kissing, happy. There was a little part of that match, though, I forgot to mention where Priest was going to hit I believe it was Rollins, I believe. Yeah, Rollins. And he came this close to hitting Finn Balor when his back was turned. Then um, Seth hit a super kick on Priest and bumped into Finn. So maybe they didn't really, elaborate on that a little bit. They just kind of rushed through everything else. Apparently, what I read today, there was a little backstage disagreement, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be quickly settled. They're professionals. Um, there's more better, leadership there than other places. But other than that, that ends it for this week's WWE Raw Recap show. And I don't know, I should be looking at the camera, not the screen. Sorry about that. Anyway, that does it for this week's WWE Raw Recap show. Next week's Raw takes place in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm not going to be able to go. Real life sucks. Anyway, but we'll be tuning into that. Again, please leave a comment, tell me what you think of this week's Raw or anything else WWE related. I do pretty good, answering all the comments I get best I can. Sometimes I just, somebody commented about the this week's Trivia Tuesday, Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, and I sound like a salesperson. When I was typing, I was like reading it to myself. I'm like, man, I sound like a cheesy online, customer relations person. Anyway, again, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like it, leave a comment. Other than that, you folks have a good one and take it easy.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife Natural.